guys, we've just had a delivery of the roses from David Austin, and I thought I'd just open the bag while you're watching. So here we go. So nice that it's just arrived in a paper bag. Let's see what the packaging's on once we open it. Right, so inside the bag, I don't know if you can see it in there, it's bare root roses, and they're quite nicely packaged with a plastic covering inside. I just rip them down the middle. Oh, right, so here are the roses. Oh, quite a lot of different varieties I've got. Let's see. Oh, it says, I don't know if you can see this, if you can just come in a bit closer. Keep this bag sealed and in a cool place until you're ready to plant. Plant within 2 weeks of receipt and enjoy beautiful blooms come summer. And this bag is compostable. Brilliant. So we can just chuck that in the compost as soon as we're ready to plant. I don't think I should take them out right now because I'm not ready to plant them. But if you can just have a look inside there, they're all bundled up together. And I've got about 5 different varieties in here. Just looking at the labels, Gertrude Jekyll. And that's another Gertrude Jekyll, Princess Anne. Yeah, quite a few varieties in there. So we'll get planting. Well, we've unpacked the roses and I've been soaking them in water for a couple of hours. And I just wanted to show you me planting them. So these 4 roses are all the same variety, and that's Gertrude Jekyll. And it's a beautiful rose. It was voted the nation's favourite rose, I think it was last year. I think 2 reasons really. It's got an amazing scent, really strong scent, and it's also a beautiful, beautiful bloom. Well, hopefully we'll put a picture up so you can see the bloom. So at the moment we've got the sticks that they've arrived. Now these are bare root roses. So I'm sure some of you have had these delivered before, but if you haven't, when they arrive, they look like this, and they're all bundled up together. The great thing about these is they're slightly cheaper to buy. They don't take up much volume. So I actually ordered 13 roses and it came in that bag that you saw, and they were all bundled up quite tightly, held together, and actually I think they will last for a week or 2 if you don't open the bag, and you don't need to do anything to them. When you're ready to plant them, you just need to soak them for 2 hours so that the water shoots up and they get a head start with getting the moisture back. So important thing to remember is when you're planting them, you want to plant them if you can see where the soil was when they were planted in the field. This is quite, I don't know if you can see that, but I can see that the soil level is just above the graft. So that's the level that I'll be planting it at. I've got these as well. These are always useful when you're planting to have some rose food. I'm going to sprinkle that around the base once I've planted it. Any organic rose food is fine. This is David Austin, so it came with the roses themselves. It's a balanced, what does it say? Long-lasting release of nutrients. So you want to sprinkle this around once you've finished, and then if you're going to put a mulch, just put the mulch on top of these and then water it well in. And this should last you for 6 months. They suggest first feed late March, early April, and then second feed early July after the first flush of flowers have finished. Also, oops, that's Mr. Carson. I'm going to sprinkle this around the roots. This is mycorrhizal fungi, and it's really useful because it's meant to give the rose roots a really quick start. All roots have an association with fungi in the soil, and this gives them a bit of a head start. So again, David Austin provide this, but you can get it at any retail shop that sells plants. Most of them will sell this as well. You don't have to use it, but I think it's quite good. When you spend a lot of money on your roses, you want them to do really, really well. So I'm going to plant them. I've dug 2 holes which are just behind me, and the holes are as deep as the roots, not quite as deep as this long root, so this will be able to be folded. and you don't want to cramp the roots up, so you want the hole to be nice and deep. And I'm going to do it in 2 stages. I'm going to plant them so that they're in the center of the hole. I'll just show you. I'm going to plant it, just put it there, and then put the soil halfway up and then water it well in, and then you can get the position of where you want the rose. That's important if you're going to plant a few roses together. I'm only planting 2 here and then 2 over there, and I'm planting them about 3 feet apart. They will ultimately grow to about 3.5 feet wide each. So the idea is that they are going to appear as one big bush here. It always gives a lot more impact if you can buy a couple of the same or 3 of the same, then you can make a nice group, and it just gives more impact in the border rather than looking lots of bitty colours. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get planting. Okay, that's all done. 2 roses planted. They don't look that great at the moment, just a couple of sticks, 3 sticks on each, but they're a good distance apart, so they'll make a beautiful hedge all together, a little mini brightness of pink, and that'll be lovely. Just one thing to remember is to firm them really well in, just to stand on them 3 or 4 times just around. I did find a load of ivy. This is the bane of this garden, loads and loads of ivy. So I just dug this section out, and I'm just going to have to carry on pulling it out. But everywhere I dig here, it seems to be ivy. I've also had lots of trees taken down, so I've got some really nice bark chippings, which has been around for about a year. And so I've just put those around the base of the rose. You can use any mulch, manure, bark chippings, or just a good compost is fine. So that'll help with the plants. But that's great for now. So thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.